Would it be like ninjas? After watching the latest obligatory write-off of studio/terrorist holding Spider-Man hostage, I have to advise Sony, if you're not even gonna try, just Roger Corman this shit. Kraven the Hunter is another pointless excursion into the Sonyverse, sans Spider-Man, that is devoid of charm, excitement, and plot. For all of those looking to see this film, I don't want to discourage you. I just think you might want to wait until it's streaming. Use it as a drinking game. Take a shot every time someone drops unsolicited exposition in the most deadpan delivery imaginable. After you die of alcohol poisoning in the first 30 minutes, I promise you, I will comfort your wife. We both know you'd want her to go on. Breakdown. As you've seen from the trailer, Sergei Kravinoff is one of two kids sired by Nikolai, a mob boss played by Russell Crowe. The film says he's a mob boss anyway. In the whole runtime, I don't remember seeing him break one law. Even when he drops someone in the club, it's in self-defense. If you catch a felony when you see it, tell me in the comment section. That being said, he is a heartless dick. He delivers the news of his estranged wife's death to his children as though he just found out Little Caesars forgot his crazy bread. Of course, you know this makes him worse than this guy, marking him for death by the end credits. Cut to Nikolai dragging his two sons on a hunting excursion to go after a lion that has deleted dozens of men. He thinks his boys are punks, and nothing can set them up for thug life better than a near-death experience in the bush. The eldest son, Sergei, swiftly takes the L of his life in the clutches of said beast before being dragged to a second location. Never let them drag you to a second location. Don't worry, being the main character comes with a healthy set of perks. The two must-haves to equip in your loadout: smiling fates and plot armor. What you don't see in the trailer is one of the finest plot devices put on film. Pause. When you first see her, she is a 12-year-old girl, but this is a flashback. Calypso and Sergei meet for the first time after he's mysteriously spared by the Legend of the Forest, where she delivers her family's magical healing water, conveniently given to her minutes prior. It's a blend of 11 herbs and spices mixed with an info dump the film grinds to a halt to deliver. It's encapsulated in a conversation so bad you'd be hard-pressed to concoct it on your first day of being a screenwriter. Young Calypso and one of the last living matriarchs of her family stack dialogue so wooden I thought I was watching a Fortnite stream. I mean, this shit is bad. Luckily, this is where the movie says fuck it and kicks into high-grade buggery. And now, a word. Has this ever happened to you? A studio gave you 10 bands to script a certifiable stinker. You need plot progression, but you're bad at your job. What's a hack to do? Well, try using Cut 2. With Cut 2's new formula, you can skip all that pesky setup and discovery, and voila, you're there. Need to know somebody's information but don't know how? Fuck it, Cut 2. Need to get someplace point A to point B? Cut 2. You're there already. Where others say show don't tell, we say cut to. Go to hell. Not intended for use by self-respecting professionals. I have never seen a movie talk so much about shit it has no intention of showing you. Kraven leaves you like that hooker that gets bored halfway through going down. It gives you all of the lip service and none of the payoff. When you ask how the sausage is made, Sony replies, was I supposed to bring sausage? I guess they're holding the juicy stuff for Kraven 2, dropping 3 years from never. When Sergei and Calypso meet as adults, 16 years later, she asks him, how did you find me from a tarot card I left you as a kid? His ass has the nerve to say, hunting people is something I do. What the f is that supposed to mean? He has heightened senses brought on through some mumbo jumbo, but this ain't Pootie Tang. You can't just wink, smile, and say, Sadate, as the god of mic drops. But before I can even scream, this is bullshit, she retorts, I know who your father is. Kraven asks how. Her throwaway might as well have been, knowing people's dads is just something I do. Touche, bitch. That was just as sassy as it was nebulous. Besides Russell Crowe, everyone else in this movie is just the worst actor. Even Aaron Taylor Johnson has regressed from his above-average outing in The Fall Guy. Give me my compliment back. The characters are one-dimensional. Everyone in this is an asshole who murks without remorse. You are either a psycho who drops everyone who happens to cross your path, or you are a person with a vendetta who happens to drop everyone who crosses your path. The main henchman on Team Bad Guy can lower his shades and drop the Sharingan on anybody. From their vantage point, he just disappears, along with their weapon. When they snap out of it, he's always right behind them, channeling his inner Stone Cold, about to drop a stunner on Scott Hall. The first time he does it, badass. The second time, still pretty cool. By the third time he does this, I'm trying to figure out which button on my controller skips cutscenes. Yo bro, tell us about the action. That's the real selling point. Alright, Mr. Pushy, I will. The action scenes are mediocre and pedestrian. Everything Kraven does, you've seen before. And I don't mean in the there's nothing new under the sun kind of way. I mean someone found the compendium predicticus of rudimentary set pieces and opened its golden pages and said, I'll take a number 4, a number 6, a 10, and a 42. You can hold that damsel in distress shit. It's almost 2025. Sisters are doing it for themselves. Sergei is one of 3 metahumans in the whole movie, unless you count black girl magic. He is strong enough to fight tigers barehanded, run down cars, and climb virtually any surface short of glass, which he will bust through taking no damage. Whether Kraven is on the rampage or slightly put on his heels by a surprise attack, within seconds, all the henchmen come to the same realization right before it all goes black. The mission brief might have left out some key information about our target. Kraven the Hunter falls daintily into the realm of so bad it's good. It's not as bad as Madam Web, what everybody's telling you, but it will befuddle you on how something like this got signed off at the script level. The action is stitched together by a list of placeholders writers forgot to go back and flesh out. FYI, "We'll fix it in post" is not a magical incantation that pushes the shit back up the chute only to rain back down sunshine and lollipops. They even have the cojones to tease a future villain. Either their optimism is boundless or they are sniffing their own weapons-grade uranium farts. Kraven gets a 4 out of 10, but is awarded my first MSSS stamp. This humble shinobi thanks you for stopping by and watching to the end. As for the next time you need your entertainment news or movie reviews, look to the shadows and... beckon!